another Bible study session. Today's session promises to be very interesting and insightful. Yes, I promise that. So, we'll be diving right into today's session. But before I tell you what we're going to be learning today, I'm going to be asking you a question. Probably you were going home one day, or you were sent on an errand by your mom or dad, and you suddenly realize that you missed your way. What are you going to do? You are going to turn around and go to the right road, right? Yes, and that's what we're going to be learning. Our lesson for today is turned around. Yes, we're going to be learning about a Bible character who turned around when he realized his life was not going through the right way. He turned around. So, we're going to be learning from the book of Luke, chapter 19, from verse 1 to 10. And that story tells us about Zacchaeus. Yes, I'm sure you must have heard about Zacchaeus before, but that doesn't change anything. You're going to be learning in another dimension today. So, Zacchaeus was a tax collector. That was who he was in his town. A tax collector is someone who collects money from people. They contribute it to the government so the government can supply their basic needs, like repairing of roads. That's what tax is used for. But Zacchaeus was a very greedy person. He usually steals from the people. For example, instead of him collecting 1,000 naira from them, he will collect more than he was stealing from them. And the people of his town did not like him. They did not like Zacchaeus, neither did they like any other tax collector. Then one day, Jesus was coming into Jericho. Yes, Jesus was going through Jericho. And Zacchaeus heard about Jesus. I'm sure he must have heard so many wonderful things about Jesus. And he wanted to see Jesus. He would have been wondering, this man whom people have been talking about, who can heal the sick, who can raise the dead. Wow, he's coming. I want to see him. Just imagine the president of your country coming to your town. Won't you be happy? You'll be excited. You'll be all dressed up and you want to go and see the president. And that was what Zacchaeus did. But do you know what? Zacchaeus was a very short man. He was so short and he wondered, oh, I'm so short. How can I see Jesus? Because there was a lot of people. There were a lot of people. The crowd was so large and he could not pass by. He couldn't go to the front. You know, a short person, if he stands beside taller people, at the back of taller people, he would not see the front. So Zacchaeus went and he thought within himself, what am I going to do? And he went, he saw a tree called a sycamore tree, which he decided to climb so he can see Jesus. And when Jesus was passing by, Jesus sighted Zacchaeus on the tree and he called out Zacchaeus' name. Zacchaeus, come down. Today I am going to your house. And everybody was wondering and everybody was grumbling that, Zacchaeus, who is a sinner, Jesus is going to his house. But you see, children, that is why Jesus came to the world, to save sinners, to save the lost, like Zacchaeus. That was why Jesus came to the world. And that was how Jesus went to Zacchaeus' house. Jesus preached to Zacchaeus and Zacchaeus repented. He accepted Jesus into his heart. He accepted the word of God and he wanted to change. His life was turned around. Just like our topic says, turned around. To turn around means to change. To be changed, probably you were doing something wrong before, and when you change from your evil ways, your life is turned around. If you're lying before and you no longer lie again, your life is turned around. If you used to steal or fight and you no longer do those things again, your life is turned around. Just like Zacchaeus. And Zacchaeus told Jesus, oh, he was so sorrowful. He was so sad because of all the bad things he had done. And he told Jesus, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to share my property into two. I'm going to give half of my property to the needy, because he wanted to be free. He wanted his conscience, his heart to be free from every form of sin. And he said, for those who I stole from, I'm going to give them times 4 of what I collected from them. Just imagine Zacchaeus collected 1,000 naira from someone. Instead of collecting maybe 500 naira, he said he was going to return times 4, meaning he was going to give back to that person 4,000 naira. And that was how Zacchaeus repented and became a changed person. His life was turned around. Isn't that interesting? Don't you want your life to be turned around just like Zacchaeus? Don't you want your life to be turned around? So you need to accept Jesus. Bible verse for today is Luke chapter 19 verse 10, which says, "For the Son of Man is come to seek and to save that which was lost." You see, Jesus is the Son of Man. He came to seek and to save those who have been lost, the sinners. And Jesus is calling you today that he wants you to come. He wants you to come to him, and he wants to come into your heart. Accept Jesus and your life will be turned around. I hope you enjoyed today's session, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye, and I love you very much.